This is Laura Sanchez. I'm here with Arcangelo and Moibel and Zelia, who I don't know if you're able to see. But anyway, Arcangelo and I especially would like to welcome you to Laura Loves Lessons. This is episode 3, and I'm here today on January 29th to talk to you, Sunday, to talk to you about a lesson Rennie and I just had with Jill Jewett, the hunter, trainer, and judge at the University of Findlay English Equestrian Program. She came out this Sunday afternoon to St. George to help us out. Anyway, Rennie, as usual, what can I say, was awesome. He was so fun. He looked adorable. And I love his little hunter saddle. I love his Mattis pad. I love his little standing martingale and his bobby bridle. He just looks adorable in his entire gear. And he is solid as a rock. And so she had us start out our lesson by doing these really big, relaxed trots, stretchy, relaxed trots. And I'm supposed to hold the rein practically at the buckle while I'm kind of doing these stretching exercises round and round and round to get myself all open and relaxed. And Rennie was just trotting out like nobody's business. And then she set up, like on these 2 diagonals, she set up a set of ground poles, and then also 2 cross rail jumps, and then she set up cones as markers for going straight, and then cones for stopping way off at the corner of the arena. And Rennie was just like, okay, fine. He was happy to kind of go into a happy upward transition into a very bouncy, relaxed canter. I was supposed to keep him on a loose rein for the entire hour, and he was happy to kind of keep in hand and be sensible. He was a joy, a real joy. He was very good about picking his distance over ground poles. He was very good about keeping his feet under him and knowing where the jumps were. He was obedient about listening to halts. He was straight and true when I was straight and true. He was awesome. Jill says that he's a really good pony, and he is. So here's the funny thing. He's almost 4 years old. Well, sort of. He's working on 4. On May 3rd, he'll be 4 years old. And I just feel like he's been doing nothing but being a good boy all the time. Totally a good boy ever since birth. Like I've been giving him lessons and ground working him and Pirelli working him and long lining him and teaching him to jump with long lines. Then he was backed. He went to A circuit school and he's been jumping. And every single time he brings his best sweet attitude. And so I've been worried about maybe overworking him. And I ask everyone all the time and they say he's fine. But anyway, today Jill has these new glasses and she was kind of looking at him and she goes, is there something wrong with Rennie? And right away my heart just went boom. It was like 50 minutes into our hour-long lesson. It was almost at the end. And I mean, I slithered off that saddle and I took off his leggings and I'm feeling his legs and she realized, oh my gosh, this woman's crazy, because I am crazy. But Jill is just like, no, I just was trying to figure out what was wrong with him, like if my glasses were distorted, but no. It just was that when I pulled him off a jump, we kind of had to go to a 90-degree angle to come to a halt, and that he was happy to halt, like bulged out, his little barrel. And so she's trying to figure out, what's going on? He's kind of bulged out. So that's the only thing she was commenting on, but in my head I was just like, oh no, I broke my pony. And so when I got off of him, I literally had my first and one and only panic attack. And I was sitting there and I could not breathe. I was like, I couldn't breathe. And that's when it realized, I can't sell Rennie. Yeah, he deserves to be an A circuit pony and go to pony finals. He deserves to find the perfect little child, have a great show career, and he deserves to be top notch, like he clearly can be. He is definitely Blue Rain's grandson and Blue Who's son, and Easy Jet's grandson out of Dachshund Speckled Rock. He is clearly a talented pony, but he has to stay with me, a middle-aged lady, and continue to make me happy. The funny thing was, while I was sitting on the ground, trying to catch my breath and crying and then weeping as I got back in the saddle to finish our lesson, how do you think Rennie was? Rennie was just like, okay, Grandma, whatever, let's do it. And he brings his best to everything, even to his crazy grandma. Gotta love that. I'll see you next week for Laura Loves Lessons. I hope you have great riding adventures yourself, and I hope, like me, when you've had a good one and you're feeling happy, you have a glass of wine, especially if you cried and had an epiphany that there ain't no way you're selling your little red rocket.